Hey everybody, it's Six, and we are back with another Resident Evil Outbreak File 2. Alyssa escapes. Please don't let her turn into zombie child, because we all know how. So anyway, this is the
Yes.
underbelly stage, in the subway. So I'm just picking my teammates because they actually let you pick teammates on the File 2. So I'm gonna try George, and I think I'll try David. What you won't see in this video is the first 5 times that I played this and died because I kept trying to use Cindy and Yoko because I know Yoko can be a pack mule and Cindy helps with healing, and it wasn't working. And I kept getting, mixed up and everything and trying to backtrack and getting attacked and all that stuff. So this stage mainly has the normal zombies and giant fleas, and I got lost a lot trying to get through the stage. So, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, I went through a lot trying to do this, and I just decided, you know what, I'll take George because at least George has the medical skills with the different plants, so he can actually make different things depending on. I know he can make pills, so he can make different things depending on what type you give him, even if it's not an ideal. Oh, let me tell you about this too. This part in particular with this puzzle, I'll break this down right here. It's basically you just follow the letters once you get the grid, so it'll spell out numbers. So this is it right here, at least for this version. I think a lot of them they vary according to difficulty and stuff like that, but that's the numbers that I have. You can use that code for this puzzle inside the control room. There's a small desk next to the main screen, the big screen that shows where the train was stopped or whatever, and use that. There should be 3 recovery pills, the blue pills, and also the thing is George can make those pills from blue herbs. So that's basically how it works. I think with the red herb, the blue herbs, and the green herbs, he can make different types of pills based on the color. So I think he can make the hemostatic ones out of the red pills. If I'm not mistaken, is it the hemostatic? The ones that stop the bleeding? The blue pills, the blue pills, the ones that usually help with poison, can be turned into health recovery pills, and the green ones are the ones he can switch from health recovery herbs to the poison pills. Only thing is, I don't know if he did that in my playthrough. I can't honestly remember if I looked in his inventory and saw those items, but I know that's what his skill is. Also, I brought David along because there's panels where he can open and get special items out of him. I know he probably can't physically do it himself, but there's also a lot of items you can use to build into other weapons. There's like broomsticks, there's folding knives, there's lighters, I saw like a piece of concrete. I know that can probably be transformed into a hammer of sorts. I saw a bug spray that can be used with a lighter that he has to turn into a flamethrower. There's all different types of small items here that can be used and turned into weapons. So I figured maybe taking David along would be good. Only thing about David though is his personality is that he'll just leave you. He'll just go and wander around. He'll pick items up and stuff like that. And gosh, it can be a drag sometimes because he'll not be around when you need him the most, or he'll have items on him. So you just got to keep an eye out on him. But as far as George, I think George is sort of the same way, but he'll stay at least in the vicinity. So he's around sometimes to help. But anyways, okay, so going through this stage, this is my 5th time doing this. So my breakdown on this one is pretty simple. I even though I still got lost anyway. So this combination, once you find this combination, it has the basement second floor key, which lets you pretty much get to the next section that you really need to get to. And the code that activates the combination lock, because you have to find the actual code before you can actually activate the actual locker combination, is found in, I think, the men's, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the men's bathroom in this section of the stage, because there's a you know, the men and women's employee bathroom, and it's in this area. So basically you get the basement second floor, the basement key, and it'll open this back door right here. But first, let me check this. Now see, I can get this pesticide spray to David. So let me see if I can grab this. I'll see if he can take it, because he does have a slot open. So let's see if this works. Okay, David, where are you, David? Let me try it again. Now see, he has I know he has his own individual tape to create items, and he has a lighter right there. So David, oh well. Anyways, let's keep it pushing. But anyway, unlock this door. That means I can discard that key and have that slot open. And I'll just drop that when I get the chance. So let's see. Another lighter. Ah, there he is. David. Oh boy. I ended up giving it to George. George, can you please take this stun gun back? Thank you.
Hey.
Also,
Can
you activate your stun gun, please?
So, sir.
We just don't want to use it. Okay. Fine. If zombies start coming after you, that's your only line of defense. I couldn't find the other handgun. Hopefully I can find it later, but I don't know. Anyways, okay, now he finally has it. So I'll see if he changes it into a flamethrower. He still got it. Come on, David. I know you can do it. Come on, I know you can do it. Because I know he's gonna. See, there we go. He actually did it. Okay. Cool. So in this section, the best way that I found to do this is it's so involved. It's not really, but it kind of is, because you got to do so much backtracking in just a small area. I mean, it's not bad. It's all part of the game. I enjoyed it anyway, but let me just try to, explain it a little bit. So basically what you have to do is you have to go into, is it the emergency power room? Yes. You have to go into the emergency power room, and on one of the machines, there's going to be a valve handle. Oh, a magnet. Cool. There's a valve handle. Do not turn on the power yet. You got to go get the valve handle inside this little room. Not the one with the door right there, but the one on the left. The left. I want to listen. I mean, geez Louise, I know I'm picking stuff up. My teammates do need some stuff, so I guess I can take the time out to actually swap some stuff with them and see what I can give them and what I can exchange. At least they're sticking around. Sometimes they just leave and they're gone for a long time. But anyway, there's a valve handle here.
Hey.
And I'll take this after I use some of these. I could definitely use this antivirus. So I could actually take one and then give it back to them. Let's see. Come on.
Hey.
At least pay you.
I wonder if they will take it. Either way, I don't care. So anyway, the valve handle, you grab the valve handle from out of this room, you leave out of this room, and then you go into the room down the stairs where there's water flooding. You go into that room. There's a slot for the valve handle to go into, and then you put that valve handle in and turn it. When you turn it, it'll drain all the water, when it drains all of the water, there'll be a pipe that's exposed that needs to be repaired. So you have to go and find the tape for that pipe. But the tape for that pipe is in a room that's electronically locked on the above floor. So basically you have to go drain the water out. Then you drain the water out, you go to the breaker room. See, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm just draining the water. Then after the water is drained, what has to happen is everything has to be repaired and fixed up so that the sprinkler system works in the end. Because as you'll see later on in this video, at the end you're going to need the water system to actually work to put out a fire that starts. So, and these guys gang up in this one room. It's like the zombies military comes in there. So anyway, you go in there, drain the water, then you have to get tape. So in order to get the tape to fix the pipe, you have to turn on the power. It's not in the break room, it's in that emergency room. And I actually did like a lot of running around before I actually figured it out. It was basically me just mindlessly wandering around trying to figure out exactly where to go next. So I was just going from room to room until it finally clicked and I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta go here. My playthrough probably would have been a lot faster if I was just super focused on that. Okay, so like I was saying, you go get the tape from the security, well, from the room, but you can't get in there because it's electronically locked. So you have to go to it's the room in this floor. I forget the name of it, but you turn on the emergency power. Then after you turn on the emergency power, you go, yeah, obviously, the emergency power room. That's what it's called, that breaker right in the corner right there. You turn that on, boom. Then you go back upstairs, and you go back upstairs and you find the breaker room, and then there'll be a computer there that you have to turn on, but there's a puzzle that you have to deal with, and you have to set the circuits accordingly, and then that turns the power on to the door that you have to get through that's electronically locked that has a tape. You take the tape all the way back down to that room, fix the pipe, and then you use the valve and again to turn the water back on. So once you do that, then everything is completely set. The sprinkler system is set, the power is set, and also to completely exit the stage in the subway car and the actual subway area, there's 2 emblems you need that fit into 2 slots. Also of note, as you'll see also in this playthrough, I forgot to pick up the note that activates those 2 emblems. So this is the storage room that's locked electronically. So I gotta unlock all that. But yeah, I think it's in the control room. There's a document that you have to find that explains how the emblems are set. It won't activate until you get that document. It's like things like in this game, it can get like that. Things are only activated when you read certain documents or you find certain paperwork or you look at certain things on the wall and they get activated. So anyway, you find that and then you can actually activate the sidecar to use the 2 emblems. One emblem is actually found in that area once you drain the water out from, and when you drain the water and it's no longer flooded, that door that you go into, the one that leads to the broken pipe, when you go outside, you'll see on the floor, there's, you know, the flashing, you know what I mean, the little glimmer or whatever. That's the first emblem. And then the second emblem that you find is after you get everything completely ready and you're ready to get into the sidecar, you'll fight a mini boss. It'll be a giant sized flea. You destroy the flea, and then once you go into the subway car, there'll be a cutscene that shows one of the subway cars crashes and starts a fire. So that's why you need to have the water activated, because the water sprinkler system comes on, puts the fire out, and then next to the crash car, the crash subway car is the second emblem. And when you put that in, then that leads to the boss and what's further on down. Now this puzzle, goodness gracious, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you. To me, the first few times I did this was literally just trial and error. I just eventually got it just by just feeling out how it works. So basically it's the 2 circuits on the top and the 2 circuits on the bottom, and whichever side it leads to, the empty spot will be transferred to. And you have to add up the points basically. So if you have one circuit that's +8, you gotta get 2 there to add up to 10. And each one has to all add up to 10. It's one of them type puzzles, but I mean, I don't mind it. It wasn't too bad. See, one thing that I also didn't prepare myself for, and I kept getting stuck again and again, is that I had too many items. But that's what I thought that I would have Yoko with before, but I don't know. I guess her personality is she doesn't really defend herself too well, but she also doesn't do her escape move. So, gosh, I got stuck a few times. Like, just even though she can hold a few items, she would. I don't know. I don't think it was a good fit, at least for this stage. But right now, I'm just trying to gather as much stuff as I can and use what I can, and just trying to keep everybody alive. Like, honestly, I've noticed that I've been giving them a lot of my items, but I really haven't been getting hit as bad. But I'm just trying my best to keep them nearby so that we can all survive. Because they do have some valuable items on them, and they'll hold some stuff for me. So I just keep trying and just hope that I can get to the end with them. But like I know David, he'll defend himself, and George does too. Not to the extent that David does, but I don't know. It's like trying to drag your teammates across the finish line. So I got the repair tape. So
much obliged.
That repair tape. I know there's some extra items in here too, but I can't get them because I don't have 2 players with me. Like, I'm not going to have somebody, look, I'm trying to do this. They're not going to help me. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if that's a shotgun. I know there's an item over there, but I just can't reach it just with who I got because I don't have 2 players. I think that the box can be moved by somebody like Mark, though. He's strong enough to move it by himself, but I don't have him. And this is primarily a story about Alyssa anyway, my favorite character, so just got to deal with what I got. I've been giving them first aid sprays and everything, and just trying to keep them alive. Because it's like I said, the only enemies you'll really come up against are the normal zombies and the fleas. And you'll have small fleas, and then you'll have the large fleas, and they actually can give you poison status or bleeding status. I think some of the zombies can give you bleeding status too. But the one thing about this stage is that even though there's only 2 basic enemies, they send swarms of zombies after you in certain choke points, and it can mess you up pretty bad. So that's what kept happening to me on my first few runs, just trying to get through it, and I just kept getting stopped. Like, I'll go into the room where the pipe needs to be repaired, and they'll send like 4 zombies. It gets crazy. So anyway, that's where I'm going now. I have the tape, and I keep seeing items, so I'm just like going through them basically, and hopefully I can take them back with me, or at least give them to my teammates on my way back. But this is what I'm just dealing with now. I gotta use the repair tape on the pipe. Then after the repair is done, then I can turn the water back on, and then everything will be back to normal. So let's see if we can get this done here. Goodness gracious, these things are relentless. Look at us. And it's bad because my team, if you have teammates that are not really going to defend themselves, they're more likely to run. They're just going to run to another spot to attack. Look, there's 6 of us in this room. And I'm out of bullets. Well, not really out of bullets. I got to reload, so I got to keep running past these. It can get chaotic in these little choke points. Like, it can be a little frustrating, but it's not too bad. Okay, so the pipe is fixed. Now it's just basically time to clear this room out so I can actually get back to that valve. Also, another tip too, when you go into this room and you have the valve handle and you're turning the water off for the first time, just swap it with an item that's nearby, I guess, so that you can keep it in that room because you only need it in that room. So you can just do like how I'm doing now, and you don't even have to take it that far away. It's literally right there. So they'll should be all set. Should be all set. Okay, so the water is all set. The power is all set.
Alyssa! Hi.
I don't know about my friends though. It looks like David is in caution. I'll see if I can try to find some items for him. I'm not gonna lie, that handgun magazine comes in handy as long as you have a spot, you know, to pass off the handgun bullets. But here's the emblem right here. But now I gotta make a trade. So, well, that's okay because I really need this, and I have the other items, other weapons, so I should be good as far as, you know, taking on the boss and enough weapons to, you know, to get to the boss. So, and see, this is another thing, like I have so much stuff, but they have spots open, but I don't know if they're gonna walk past this stuff and take it. I don't know why David has a valve handle. He just, I mean, not David, George. I don't know. They just randomly grab some stuff, randomly leave stuff that's important behind, but look, see, he just went right by it. I'll see if I can, like, I don't know. I hope I don't want to have to leave it, but I might not have much choice. I honestly think if I would have just kept laser focused on what I had to do instead of just backtracking because I forgot a few times, I could have got this done in like 30 minutes, I think. At least as best as I could. See, I'm getting smacked around every now and then by these zombies, but the cool thing is, at least from what I remember, is that when the fleas start coming around, the zombies disappear. So it's not like you're fighting both, at least not from what I remember. Okay, so here's the subway car. So let's see what we can do now. Back here. Oh no! It is the mini boss creatures, the super large. Jeez, imagine like having to fight one of these things in real life. With goodness gracious, I was able to catch it though. this is a good vantage point because I won't have to deal. Look at David, he's barely making it. I gotta get him like a health item or something. Let me see what I can find for him. So yeah, I think at the end of this hallway is health item, but let me get this in there first. See, that's the thing too. Okay, so the green herb, I'll give that to David. There you go, David. You look like you're about to die, so at least let me help him out. And he'll take that eventually. But yeah, that's the thing, like, you have to read the document in the control room in order to activate the actual ability to put the emblem in. If not, it just won't work. And that happens a lot on this game. Oh, it looks like our train is here. But it's on its way, so let me see what I can do.
Train arriving soon. Train arriving soon.
Hey!
Alyssa! Hi. Sorry about that.
Oh, there's no reason for you to apologize, David. He's actually helped me out a lot in this thing. But anyway, we're all here, so there's some supplies here, so oh, a special item. One of these days I gotta do a video about the special items too. Also, the blood infusion pack help with the small, and I think with the medium size fleas too. They'll just flock right to them. But as I'm going to show you in this video, the way that this ended was so convenient for me. It's amazing. So I just want you guys to tune in and see how this works out. But anyway, yeah, this is me checking it out again, and it's not working. And like I said before, there were plenty of times where I had to backtrack and try to figure things out, go from room to room until it actually clicked in my brain that I had to like go back and figure it out. So I was looking through the files, all the files that I had, just to make sure, and I did not have it. And that's when I remembered that inside of the control room there's files there, and I know there's at least one file in that room that explains how the mechanism works. So you gotta find it first, read it, then it'll activate those two emblem spaces. So yeah, I gotta go back. Oh, I forgot I made a mistake of not opening both of the doors on both sides with the key. So now I gotta go find the other one on the other side. See, the bug boys is all out now. But I think the good thing is, see, there's the second emblem, but I don't have the inventory to get it. Let me not waste any more time. Let me see if I can actually get back and figure out what my next move is going to be, because I got to figure this out. And see, as you can see, there's no zombies around. I think they just switched the enemies once the cutscene happens with the larger flea. See, only thing is, these things, they can actually poison you if they catch you though. And they latch on to you, they're so annoying. But I don't think they can go through doors, so that's an advantage. So let's see what we can do in here. Computer is, okay, I can use the healing staff in case I start bleeding. Here it is, I think. This is it, yep. Disengaging the connector. There it is, see? 2 emblems. So once you read this actual document, then it can activate. So now I can go all the way back down, put the first emblem in, and then go on the other platform to the crashed train, grab that emblem, put that emblem in,
Alyssa.
and then we can get up out of here. Okay, so that's 1 down, and then all I have to do is go to the platform on the other side because it crashed right opposite of the other one, and grab that emblem. David, be careful, man. These things are jumping all around. And that's another thing that I kind of forgot about too. The small fleas, they can just jump straight down onto the bottom and straight back up to the top. But I think Alyssa is fast enough to outrun them though. As long as I can get past them. She's actually one of the quicker characters in the game, which actually works to my advantage. So I'm going to just use that advantage right now. See that thing, it'll catch me if I wasn't fast enough or if I was hurt. But let's see what we can do. So we got the second emblem. And let's see if we can get this all set. Boom. Okay. Gotcha. So it's on there. Let's double check it. Yeah, separated. Alright, let's roll up out of here. Finally, we can get out of here. Obviously not. It doesn't even look like it was an ending at all. Oh my goodness. And they gonna grab me out of all of the characters. Well, I was the only one inside the cover. Okay, so let me show you how this boss battle went about, because this is crazy. First of all, they throwing fleas at me, but this is what I did. I gave the assault rifle to Daisy. Check this out. He came in intense. You see I'm putting the work in? That just left me free to actually just fire at the boss. How about that? Take that, you big bug thing. I'm not gonna talk. Anyway, it's time for us to roll out of here. I hope George is still alive. David really came through the pinch. He had an assault rifle and he had the clip, so he did his job. And he made that extremely easy. So now it's time for us to get up out of here. Come on, fellas. It's a well-deserved victory. Let's roll up out of this bad boy. I'm surprised I didn't get shocked by that live wire on the platform. Alright, so I guess we're just waiting now. It's actually pretty cool to actually have everybody here finally. I know I kind of do in my videos, I do lose some of my teammates sometimes it's just me by myself, but looks like the whole crew is here. So I guess we're just gonna wait until the train starts moving.
Only the world's biggest bug nerd could hack it down there, or the world's most reckless reporter. I used to think I'd do anything for a scoop, but this definitely puts things into perspective.
Another escape for Alyssa into another scenario that she's got to get back out of. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.